Hello everyone, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to a very festive episode of everyone's favourite podcast, Another Happy Pod. My name is Nathan. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, the groom-to-be himself, Lawrence Thomas Hisey. Hello, good sir.
Hello. I like this energy. This is friendly.
No one cares, Lawrence. Why don't you tell us all what this silly little show is all about?
Welcome one and all to the show where we talk about movies, TV, games, pop culture. I know you like that bit now. It's become a little joke. Where we try and keep it positive, Nathan. We don't like to discuss all the toxic stuff. We like to keep it fresh. We like to keep it a good time. And we don't always succeed, but we do try to have a good time.
Okay.
I mean, I did it. It was good enough.
I mean, you still said the same thing twice, but less so than last time. Well, you did at least try to change it a little bit.
The thing is, once you're in the flow of it, you can't quite get yourself out because you know what you've got to say.
It is true that once you're in the flow of shit, it is very hard to steer yourself away from that. Much like one would find themselves rowing up a certain creek with only a paddle or whatever that saying is. It's Christmas.
It is. I mean, yeah, sort of.
No, not really. But it is the first of our festive episodes, of which we're doing two.
With a gap in the middle, which features not festive stuff.
Well, it's nice. It's spread out over the festive season.
That's true.
It can't be all festive all the time, because then you get sick of it. So we're celebrating with a little Christmas tipple, aren't we, Lawrence?
We are. What have you got for yourself?
So I'm about to pour it now, live on air. I got myself my glass with ice cubes here. I'm going to pour myself an ice Jim Beam peach flavoured.
That sounds really nice.
It does, doesn't it? So I'm going to pour myself a little bit of this now. Full disclosure, I've not had an alcoholic drink in about 18 months. So...
What are you mixing?
We'll see how this goes, and I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
You fucking out! I'm doing a whole thing. Will you calm down?
Alright, sorry. I thought I was just trying to get you there.
I know, typical man, just rushing to the end. And here I'm gonna mix it with some delicious Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, as I believe it is now called.
Nothing says watching your waistline like zero sugar, but a heavily sugarized peach whiskey.
Hey, I didn't actually think of it.
Well, you're not exactly cutting down on sugar, are you, intentionally? It's just everyone prefers their own variation of whatever Coke they've been brought up on.
I always prefer Coke Zero.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't hurt to watch your sugar intake.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, quite literally does the opposite of hurt.
Here we go. Oh, sorry, what do you have?
Thank you. I thought you were going to skip right on past me then. Typical man, always rushing to the end. I've got myself... I do have whiskey at home, but it's a honey whiskey and I have nothing to mix it with. And I'm not man enough to... take straight whiskey. I just can't do it.
Coward.
I can't do it. Can you do it?
No.
It's grim. And anyone that says it isn't is pretending too hard to be tough. So I've got myself a Saint Bertin, which is a beer in a little stubby bottle that was at the back of my fridge. I forgot I had it. And it is probably a rip-off of some other beer. Probably a rip-off of a Coors, because it's from a Lidl and Aldi. And if you don't know...
It's from a Lidl and Aldi?
No, it's from a Lidl or an Aldi, I should say, because I know it's not an official brand. It's when they do the rip-off brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Great. What a lovely story. So you've got a shit beer.
Yep.
And
you've got a very nice whiskey, it sounds like.
I've got a very nice whiskey, peach whiskey, and Coke Zero. So cheers to you,
chin chin,
good sir.
Yep.
And a Merry Christmas.
Oh, are you? Very nice.
I tell you what. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, that is fucking beautiful. I might tell you what, that goes down well too easily.
Oh,
might have a problem here, but
Nathan's going to be on his ass by the end of the episode.
It tastes honestly like a like a Lipton iced tea, like a peach. It tastes like that. Ooh,
that chilled as well with Coke. That would go down way too easy.
Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Slow it down. What have you got? Have you had a double or a single?
No, I just poured.
Which means probably a triple.
I'm no bartender like you. I don't care about all these measurements. You just pour with your heart. That's what I learned at uni.
And it always worked for you, did it, at uni, did it?
It served me well. Yeah, nothing ever went wrong.
I'll tell you what it didn't serve well. My banister one time.
Look, all right, come on now. What are we doing?
Today, Nathan, we're doing the podcast that we do, and we're talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy special presentation holiday special. It's not Christmas special, is it? Holiday special.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
That's the one. But before we do any of that, Nathan, if you are new here, listeners, I ask Nathan a question at the start of every episode, and then I typically give him about 40 minutes to an hour, however long it takes us to get through the podcast, for him to give me an answer. It could be a hypothetical, or would you rather, a yes or no, X, Y, Z. And it typically kind of correlates in some way, however related or not related, to the topic of the episode.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he didn't set it up or give any room for the theme.
I can put it here.
Another happy question.
If you're here for the first time, you've already had 8 minutes of us, whatever, just having a drink. So you're clearly here for a reason. So basically, in this, there is a retelling of Christmas, and it's kind of through a third account, you know, like it would start with someone, and then by the time it reaches the end, you would never hear the full version of what Christmas is. Don't say it. Don't say it. Do not make me re-record this whole thing because you think a game I mentioned was problematic, and then just say, so like this.
That's exactly what
I know, because you've had a drink, and now you think you're cool.
It's not because I've had a drink, it's just because I thought it would be funny.
You're such a knob. Basically, your job here, and it's not so much a question, well, I guess it is if I rephrase it in a certain way. How would you describe any festive or just traditional holiday to an alien badly? I.e., boil it down to its most simple form.
Maybe it would be better for you to try and guess the holiday through my description.
All right, I'm down to do that.
Not that I'm doing your
This
job.
This is my fucking segment, mate. Right, you watch your mouth. Right, so the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. It's been a while since we've seen anything Guardians, right? Other than like Endgame.
It has been like 3 whole months since Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forgot about that one, didn't you?
Oh, they're barely in it.
They are barely in it, to be fair,
Endgame
but they are in
like
it.
They were going to be a big part of the next Thor, and then they were just like, "See you later, Thor."
Or Thor was going to be part of Guardians, which I would have preferred.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a better movie than Thor 3.
Yeah.
Not that Thor 3 was fine. 4 was fine.
It's a better pairing if you put Thor doing some weird space shit. They made him more funny, and then that's like where the Guardians win.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with Thor. It's too confusing.
If anyone is keeping up at this point, let us know, because I think we've lost track. But right, so it clearly hasn't been a hot minute since we've heard of the Guardians, but it has been a while since we've seen Guardians straight from the vision of
James Gunn.
That's it. Yeah, completely spaced on his name. Then
you're right.
No, I don't know why. I just fully spaced on his name.
He's had a beer.
I've had about a quarter of a small beer. He fucked off for a bit. He was fired, then unfired. He did the Suicide Squad. Then he did Peacemaker. Now he's doing this, as well as being Kevin Feige of DC or something.
Yeah, he's the head of DC or something, maybe. I don't know. Good luck to him.
The whole thing screams fake job.
No, I don't think so. Why does it?
I don't know. It feels like Warner Brothers have got shit so locked down anyway that they're just like.
Really?
No,
you think that?
No. I don't think they've got it locked down in the sense
the company that's literally just cancelled a movie.
No, but
which was filmed?
This is what I'm saying. As in, like, they have it locked down and decided on what they're gonna fucking do, no matter what anyone says.
But not really, because again, they just cancelled a movie that they filmed.
They're fucking themselves by just kind of going through and not taking any advice. So this feels like a way.
So you're saying they're locked into the idea of fucking up.
I mean, it seems like that, no?
Well, yeah, I guess. But
well, no, what I mean is this. I don't know if it is this, but it seems like a please don't lose faith in DC. We've hired that guy that you like.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a bit of PR.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's sort of. But he's not there just to sit in a fucking office all day and just be like, hey, I'm running DC. Don't worry, things are all good now. And then that's it, is he? He's actually doing work.
Okay.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special.
Yes.
What our second special presentation from Marvel. The first one being the riveting.
It was good.
Well, yeah. The riveting edge of your seat, Werewolf by Night.
Nathan is terrified of anything that hasn't been an established IP. He said, "Where's Iron Man?"
I stood up and I said, "Where's Iron Man?"
No, jokes aside, you did have your problems. You thought it was a bit kind of
boring.
Yeah, and a bit too reliant on we're doing it the old way kind of thing.
Yeah.
That you don't like so much.
A bit too whatever, just not interesting.
For the record, I disagree, but this is more your tune, is it?
Out of the two special presentations that we have had,
Yeah.
this is definitely my favorite of the two. It's a lot more fun. It's cheesy in a way that it should be because it's a Christmas special.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming in a way that it should be because it's a Christmas special. And just overall, you can have more fun with this than a silly little dog boy running about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you got to view things in the lens they're intended. That was more of a horror showcase of like homage to old classic monster movies, whereas this is just out the gate The Guardians but Christmas.
I would say this is also like in the same way of Werewolf by Night. This is also a homage to like the holiday specials and Christmas specials and stuff, and the cheesiness is ramped up a little bit more. The wackiness is ramped up a little bit more.
Yeah,
it's more magical. It doesn't have to be a big down thing or whatever.
This one didn't end with Rocket crying, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't end with a funeral and everyone crying or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a good fun time. Some great little songs along the way. Some great little jokes. But obviously, as we've established many a times on this show, if there is anything that is whimsical and fun and heartwarming, obviously you despise it. So Lawrence, you hated this.
No,
Why?
firstly, I didn't hate this. I thought it was fine.
We should get that. We should get that on a t-shirt. So Lawrence, you hated this.
No, so in other words, you want your own catchphrase insulting me on a t-shirt. For presumably who to buy? No one?
Me.
You. So you want your catchphrase on a t-shirt so that when you're not saying it, you can still be mugging me off.
And I'll wear it to your wedding.
Good. I'm glad. I don't hate this. I think this is...
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it's... Unless you, like, literally despise everything fun and Christmas and heartfelt, you can't... This has been, genetically engineered to be liked. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing unlikable about it at all.
No, trust me. People can find
Oh,
something.
but they find something with everything. I think that's wanting to find something rather than there's being something to dislike. It does the job. It's a good little MCU bit of Christmas. Has the MCU done Christmas before?
They've not done like a full-on Christmas special.
No,
it's been mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Iron Man 3 was set at Christmas.
That's true, yeah. But that was 2013, right? So that's the last time we've had some sort of... And even then, like you say, it wasn't a Christmas film by any stretch.
No.
I like this. I think it's a nice, fun way to see the characters that we like. The Guardians are definitely the right choice for it in terms of... It just wouldn't be as funny because they don't understand the Christmas customs, so it's already built in. You get Drax doing his his literal thing where he doesn't understand stuff. The scene with them running around and kind of stealing festive decorations is just pure. It's straight from Guardians 1 with the whole why would I put my finger to his throat gag from Drax and everything. No, it's good stuff.
I even liked Chris Pratt in this. I almost forgot that he belongs to a church which encourages gay conversion therapy, allegedly.
Is that I've seen all this, but is it legit? Like, what is that?
Well, he's a very religious person.
Yeah.
And allegedly, his church is very conservative and strong in their beliefs that gay people are abominations and should not exist, and they believe that conversion therapy is the right way to deal with a homosexual.
That's true. Deal with a homosexual. that's
allegedly.
I know, but that's grim in itself. I mean, if that's true, then that's gross. And I hope he doesn't uphold that because surely something would have come out about it more concrete by now. Because Disney aren't the people to. I mean, they fired James Gunn just for tweeting about some grim stuff 100 years ago or whatever it was.
The thing is, like, Gina Carano was fired from Star Wars and The Mandalorian and that other show she was going to do. But the difference is she was very vocal about her beliefs. Like, she'd be on Twitter, comparing wearing masks to Nazi Germany. For some fucking reason.
Really?
Yes, then that was what actually got her fired.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, what a stupid, terrible person. And yeah, she has been very vocal about her right-wing political beliefs and stuff. Whereas Chris Pratt, yeah, he doesn't really bring it up. Like, he's been open about his religious beliefs and how religious he is and stuff, but everything surrounding his church and all that sort of stuff, it's, like I say, allegedly. We don't know for sure.
No, but yeah, the only thing... We'll never know how he feels individually, but the only thing bringing that up is going to do is just tank his career, which, if he's got any brain cells, he won't do. But I hope that that's not something that he goes along with. It's a grim stance. So it made you forget about how much of a terrible person he might be, allegedly.
Almost. No, it's always there.
It's always stirring in the back of your mind.
It's always stirring in the back of my mind. But it almost made me forget. Like I say, I did find the stuff between... First of all, Mantis was absolutely the standout of this special.
Yeah.
She was great from start to finish. But the whole theme about her being Quill's sister, and then when that comes to light at the end, it was really quite emotional and heartwarming stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did enjoy all of that.
No, I think it's good. I think the Mantis is definitely the standout. You're right. I think, and this is why I kind of hesitated to say I loved it, because I do love it, and I think it's great.
I knew it.
No. My criticism again is kind of just... I don't know if it's like a cost reason, but it's Disney, so I doubt it. But it felt weird that it was only Drax and Mantis. Do you know what I mean? Like, one of my favourite Guardians is Rocket. And then, like, Groot was there as well, with a slightly new look, which we can talk about in a bit. But it was... I don't know, it felt weird that it was just them two for most of it. Did you not... Like, it was the Guardians special, and it felt like most of the Guardians were missing from it.
Not really. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's 40 minutes. If you have a choice. You can use 40 minutes and give everyone, like, I don't know, 5 minutes of screen time each, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you can give more to a smaller set of cast and make that better, I guess. And
yeah.
I think that's what was chosen. I don't think it's a budget issue at all, because this was, again, it's Disney. They have literally unlimited money.
Yeah.
And it was also filmed during production of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so they're not like cheaping out on sets or actors.
And they're all
or
there. They've
like
got
that.
everyone.
They're all there, yeah. It's not like, oh, we don't have Chris Pratt this day or whatever, because he's
at his church doing
doing
horrible things.
yeah. He's killing gay people.
So. allegedly. The only reason I thought maybe budgetary is because it's the two Guardians that you dress up as opposed to fully animate in that were there. Because the other two are Rocket, which is now... Not Rocket. Rocket's always been fully CG, but I think Groot is now fully CG.
Groot has always been fully CG.
I'm sure they had a man on the suit in the first one, didn't they? Not as in, like, that wasn't what was on screen, but they CG'd over a man in a suit.
They would have had a man in a motion capture suit.
Yeah.
But that's obviously completely CG'd over.
Yeah, true. Still
the same with any CG. I did, speaking of Groot, I did actually think he was practical at first. Because
really?
he's jacked.
Yeah, he's roided,
he's
man.
he is buff as fuck. He's like, he's like that weird 16-year-old who just got really into bodybuilding and just fucking crushing the gym.
Yeah.
And now he's just like this absolute fucking unit, but he's still just like a dumb teenager.
You know, they're like the teenagers that spend all of their secondary school life getting called like small because they're like not 5'11", they're just under it. And then they're like, well, I'm going to go to the gym and then come back in 5 years and beat you all up. That's how I'll get over that.
He is fucking wham. And I did think, like, there was times where I thought, oh, he actually does look practical. Like, that could be a suit. That could be a dude in a suit.
It's thicker, right? So that you can fit a man in it.
It's a lot thicker, yeah. It looked like it's man proportioned.
Yeah.
It's not, though. It is entirely CG. James Gunn has confirmed it.
Yeah.
But I think it looks good.
I think it looks good too. I saw a lot of people having the opinion like it. It's just, I can't remember what it was. It was some viral tweet that was a bit dramatic and like, do you remember when Groot used to have humanity in his eyes or something like that? And I was like, firstly, get over it. Secondly, he looks fine, and I think it works in terms of right. Groot died, quote unquote, died in the first Guardians, right? And how he was brought back was
he died.
Yeah, and it was a branch from his tree that he grew, a different branch from his tree that he grew from. So it kind of makes sense it would be a different shape. Like, it's not going to grow in the exact same tree size again, is he?
It's a different character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, he's like, he's a different person. So, like, he's choosing. What am I trying to say? He's making different choices about his body. Like, this one's clearly fucking hitting the tree gym or whatever. He's like...
Do you think he has a say in it? I think it would just be like, I don't know, maybe where he's watered more.
No, I think so, because, like, Guardians 1 Groot was more, like, lean and tall, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, well, they
maybe this one will get taller, but he's a thick boy.
He is a thick boy. I forgot, Groot can shoot, like, a tree out of his hands and shit, right, as well, so
yeah,
it makes sense if he wanted to just kind of permanently be a bit wider, he could do that.
Yeah.
So
he's a talking tree,
yeah,
all right?
It doesn't matter.
He can look however he wants. Like, he's a talking, moving, sentient tree that can say 3 words, sometimes 4, okay?
Oh, what's the 4th?
We.
Oh, yeah, I suppose added on. Yeah. I was like, that's still 3, but added on. That's 4 combined words he can use in any order he likes. What do you think about Kevin Bacon being in this?
Okay. For people outside the UK,
yeah,
that maybe they're not familiar. But for the past, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 years or so
years.
now, Kevin Bacon has just been relentlessly flogging EE. He's the spokesperson for the EE phone network here in the UK,
and they get their money's worth.
They get there are so every time you go to the cinema, you're seeing so many adverts with Kevin Bacon telling you about EE's full fibre network or the latest phones. There was a moment in this where Kevin Bacon pulled out his phone and he was like, I get Signal out here? And I was so convinced there was going to be like a fun little fucking, I'm on EE, the best fucking network.
I was almost convinced there would be. And when there wasn't, I was a little bit like, that makes sense because company relations and everything.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense that it would. It would be weird if it was, and I would hate it if that was.
I'd have liked it. I think it's the only way to reference it. But like you say, maybe outside of the UK, it wouldn't have landed as hard.
Yeah. I feel like that's only a UK thing.
But to reiterate what Nathan's saying, we've seen a lot of Kevin Bacon.
A lot.
You might not have since Footloose, but we've seen a hell of a lot of Kevin Bacon.
We've had a lot of Kevin Bacon shoved down our throats for the last 10 years or so.
Do you think that's what this was? Do you think he was shoved down your throat in this?
No. I kind of I liked his inclusion in this. He did what he needed to do. Okay,
he's just Kevin Bacon, isn't he?
Yeah, he's exactly just Kevin Bacon. He's running from aliens. He's been a little bit scared. Then he's having fun. I feel like pretty much any 80s actor or whatever could have done that role.
If Kurt Russell wasn't
not Kevin Bacon specifically,
no,
but like Arnold Schwarzenegger or someone.
Yeah, I think it's just because he mentioned Footloose, maybe in Guardians, maybe first time in Infinity War.
He mentioned it in Guardians 1.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, I feel like any 80s could have filled that role. I feel like Kurt Russell would have got the call, if not Ego. Oh no, but then even Ego, he takes the form of someone that Peter would trust, doesn't he?
Hasselhoff.
Oh, he does. That's Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Yeah, he becomes Hasselhoff. Yeah.
So that's 2 off the board. He was like, who's left at this point?
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you like that he sits in his full jacket and jeans to watch TV?
No, I don't, to be honest.
Can you imagine doing that?
Yeah. His house seemed weird as well. I was like, Kevin Bacon doesn't live in this house.
Kevin Bacon lives at the EE headquarters, chained to the desk, chained to his voiceover booth.
The best thing about Kevin Bacon in this was his play with Drax and Mantis. There was that was the best thing about Kevin Bacon. It was just the moments where they're on this ship and then they realise that he's not actually his characters, he's an actor.
Yeah.
And they're both disgusted by the fact that this man is an actor. That was very funny.
Is that James Gunn? I mean, it is, but why actors? Why do they specifically hate actors?
I don't know. But I find it very funny.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that it's just 2 actors talking about how much they hate actors and how disgusting and cowardly the profession is.
I know, it works. There's a few Suicide Squad, not cameos, but little jokes as well. You've got Margot Robbie's house on the list of celebs. Who's the other guy? He's in one of the Pitch Perfects as well. He's Arm Fall Off Boy.
I've never seen a Pitch Perfect.
You've missed it.
Wasn't Arm Fall Off Boy Nathan Fillion?
Oh yeah, so he wasn't Arm Fall Off Boy.
Flula Borg? The Javelin guy?
Yeah, the Javelin guy. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in this.
Oh, okay, great.
That was my point. Quite literally
Great.
me pointing at someone and going, look, him.
They're in this. Great. Margot Robbie's name was on a map.
Yep.
And a guy played another guy.
I'm just here for your Easter eggs. That's all I can contribute.
That is great stuff.
Do you think when I don't know why, it always seems weird to me that when actors have to play themselves in something, especially something as kind of bizarre as this, because I know Kevin Bacon doesn't live there. He may not even speak like that. I don't know anything about Kevin Bacon other than his personality that he gives off in the EE ads.
Yeah.
Maybe he's good at it because he's had that lockdown for a decade now. He knows how to be Kevin for what the world sees Kevin as opposed to he's got his Kevin personality sorted. Do you know what I mean?
What are you trying to ask me? I feel like you haven't asked me a question.
I'm not asking you a question. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just always weird to me when actors play themselves. It seems strange.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like it almost feels like it feels like it should be more immersion building, but it feels like it breaks me out of it. I don't know. Because technically you're rooting it in real life by being Kevin Bacon's here. And you know Kevin Bacon is a real person. But it always catches me off guard. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just something I don't know. It just felt odd.
Don't watch the movie This Is the End then, because
I did not have a good time with that.
You'll hate that movie.
It's a lot of.
I did.
It's.
I had a good time with it. It's a good movie.
I think it's a fine movie. It's just that, everyone's exaggerated themselves, right? Everyone is themselves times 10.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Things are heightened for comedic effect. Imagine.
Shut up. Yeah, I think you're right. That most of it, all of Kevin Bacon's good stuff, was Mantis and Drax interactions. Bit strange when he decided to bust a song out. Is he known for singing? I didn't know he was a singer.
I have no idea, but it's Christmas. You gotta have a sing along at Christmas.
It's true.
Yeah,
I suppose they had a song bookending each side of it.
I did like that song at the beginning where they're like, "What is Christmas?"
Yeah,
I don't know. It's terrible and scary, and there's a man and he'll steal your presents or whatever.
Yeah.
I liked that song. That was a fun song.
Yeah, it starts off really innocent and then it just devolves into Santa is a murderer, Mrs. Claus is chained up or something, whatever else it was. It makes sense.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked that. I particularly enjoyed when Drax and Mantis went to Earth. And they're just walking along the Hollywood Boulevard, and they saw a dude dressed up in a GoBots, in a big GoBot costume. And Drax was just ready to fight, and Mantis says a GoBot killed his cousin. So I guess GoBots exist.
I guess it's a thing. Yeah,
in the Marvel universe.
He does beat one.
And then there's that shot where Mantis is getting a photo with a family or whatever. And the camera just pans, and Drax is just beating the shit out of the GoBot.
There's a lot of that. I quite liked seeing how they're. I guess this is the closest I might get to it. I suppose for a while. Maybe Guardians 3 deals with it in any way. Something I've always wanted to see was how the Guardians, mainly Peter Quill, if he went back to Earth, what would happen there? Because he lives in the 80s idealized world.
That's something I see brought up a lot. I see a lot of people talk about the fact that in Endgame, Peter Quill was on Earth, and they didn't make a bigger deal of it. He's finally back on Earth.
Yeah.
I could be wrong here, but me personally, I get the impression that he's never wanted to go back to Earth.
Yeah.
There has never been anything stopping him from... He has a fucking spaceship. He can go anytime he wants.
I mean, they take his spaceship to Earth.
Yeah. He knows where it is. He can go there if he wants. It's not like fucking Yondu was hiding the coordinates of Earth from him or something.
Yeah.
He could have gone back anytime he wants. I got the impression that because of what happened with his mum and everything, he's built his own life for himself out in the fucking universe. He never wanted to go back.
No,
is that me? What do you think?
No, I completely agree, but I still think it would be interesting to see him back there. Like, you know, him being back there doesn't mean he's going to run around and be like, oh my god, iPods and iPhones, and look at all the songs I can store on this, and because that is something I see brought up all the time. But I think it could be interesting to see him on Earth, and I think, you know, depending on whether he liked it or not, it's still an interesting plot point that could be explored. But my point in this is, it's fun to see at least some of the Guardians kind of interact on Earth, because like Drax is just getting straight up shot with a gun. And it's just like, this tickles. And it's like, it's stuff.
He's bulletproof, I guess?
Yeah, I didn't know he was, but because I'm pretty sure he gets stabbed in one of the Guardians movies. And that pierces him. Maybe it's only space things that work on him.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Superman rules.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe.
But no, I quite like that. And then like how Drax is flipping cars, and Mantis has one trick. Like, she can beat people up, but
she's wiry. She'll like, jump around and.
But no, but her one trick is, and I'd use it as well. If someone's running at me, I just go to sleep, and they go to sleep, and I'm like, it works. Oh, it works every time. Yeah. It's genius.
Yeah, that was good. That is a good trick, to be fair.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that. I enjoyed the what's his name? Rocket got Bucky's arm as a Christmas gift.
Did you see what James Gunn tweeted about this?
No.
That because people wondering, is it like one of his old arms? Is it like, basically is Bucky walking around in current day MCU with ripped arm, and going, is anyone out there to still make me another arm? Because he's never made one himself. They're always given to him by someone.
Yeah.
But James Gunn basically tweeted that with the spirit of Christmas was so overwhelming that Nebula went down and ripped it off personally, and then just went off. So, as far as we have it, the next time we see Bucky, he's limbless or he's been to Wakanda and got another one.
Look, it will never be addressed again.
No, it won't.
Next time you see Bucky, he'll just have an arm.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
He got
it's
a new
Christmas.
one from somewhere else.
Santa brought him a new one.
It was a gag.
Christmas.
It was a Christmas joke.
It was a Christmas joke. I also really enjoyed Groot got everyone like little carvings of himself, and Cracklin's carving was a carving of him looking at the carving.
It just speaks to how simple the simple pleasures of it, right?
Yeah, it's so dumb, but very fun.
James Gunn is firing on all cylinders when it comes to like little stupid visual cues that crack people up.
That was very good.
What did you think of the? So this is something that James Gunn said as well. He said that with the animated stuff, he wanted to. This is not a direct quote, but I'm paraphrasing something he said. Where he basically said, I wanted to do the holiday special, but done well. Sorry, Mark Hamill.
Oh, the Star Wars holiday special.
Yeah, so then that's reference to it being, you know, wacky adventures for the group that we know, and an animated story beat every now and then.
Yeah.
I think it worked.
Yeah, it was definitely better than the Star Wars holiday special.
I mean, yeah. For those that don't know or have joined us recently, that was our last Christmas special, which never released, because not only did we watch and put ourselves through the Star Wars holiday special, which, to reiterate, was fucking one of the worst things we've ever seen.
Yeah, that's truly horrible.
Yeah, that's not news to anyone, but I'd heard about it and knew it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad.
It was truly one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then we lost the recording, so we could never put that episode out. So when we talk about the Star Wars Holiday Special, we know it painfully well.
Yeah,
and I think this definitely is the. I mean, I don't know if Star Wars Holiday Special owns animated sequences in things, but
not all. No,
but it's definitely where it's been like most popularized, I'd imagine.
I feel like just Christmas specials in general have done that. They've always had like a little animated segment here and there.
Community. Have you seen Community? They did that, I think, with Arbit's
I have seen
Christmas.
Community. Yeah, maybe. Sure. I have actually seen it. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a new thing, but it's done well. It was a little, I don't know, the kind of frame rate of it was a little jarring because they lowered the frame rate of the animation.
Yeah.
To something a lot lower than the actual filmed version, and it was just very, I don't know, upsetting, I guess. It was just jarring.
I
It
like
was just
that's so how they did that is they had it wasn't the I'm pretty sure the guy's name's Wyatt something. Wyatt Russell, I think his name is.
Wyatt Russell is a name that I know.
Wyatt
How
Russell.
do I know that?
No, that Wyatt Russell is
That's an actor.
Wyatt Russell is
Wyatt Russell's John Walker.
Yeah, Wyatt Russell's Kurt Russell's son, yeah. No,
Yeah.
then it's Wyatt something. It's basically the kid who played young Peter in Guardians 1. They obviously firstly had to animate something because they can't use live action him because James Gunn said...
He's 10 years older.
Yeah, James Gunn is like, he's now like in his 20s. So I can't use him, and I also refuse to recast because I love his performance so much. I don't want anyone else to do it for like a one-off bit.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he animated it, and how he animated it was it's a really interesting technique where they actually film it live action. So Michael Rooker was there playing Yondu. They had a stand-in for like a child to play Peter. They filmed it and then rotoscoped it, which is where they kind of outline every single thing of it. And then they just get rid of the actors and paint on top of them.
It wasn't the same actor who did Young.
No, it was a stand-in. I don't know who voiced him though. That could have been the real guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't him who voiced him. It was an actor called Luke Klein.
Yeah. So maybe James Gunn just got like a precious opinion of him in live action. Then I guess.
Maybe.
I mean, because like they've done that with What If, right? They brought in a bunch of different people to voice shit in What If. So but yeah, no, I just like it. So you're not a fan of that animated style, no?
Not that I'm not a fan. It was good enough. It was just a little. They was obviously going for like a very old fashioned, like again like 80s sort of vibe with it, which worked for what they was going for. It's just there's a reason animation doesn't look like that anymore.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
So,
have I ever shown you that Joel Haver channel on YouTube? Great channel. He does he has one of the Rick and Morty voice actors work with him sometimes. He did the Sand Planet sketch. I think I've shown it to you.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Yeah.
I think I remember it being very upsetting.
It is supposed to be a little bit awkward and unusual. But yeah, at first I thought they might have brought him in to do it. Then I remembered it's Marvel and they probably can recreate anything they want to. Because he's like one of the only people out there currently still producing animation like that, which is really good. And it's cool stuff.
Cosmo, the dog, made their Guardians debut.
Yeah. Who voices Cosmo again?
Maria Bakalova, Borat's daughter.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Cosmo would be in it a little bit more. I remember it being
Me too.
a big push when it was announced that Cosmo was going to be in it. But maybe there's a space for Cosmo in Guardians 3 that we don't know about.
I think Cosmo will be a bigger part of Guardians 3.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Nebula's dancing.
Oh yeah, that was good. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I really enjoy how serious Nebula is at all times. She's just very serious and seemingly very angry at all times. Even when she's dancing and having fun, she's still ready to kill someone. So yeah,
no, I like that.
Karen Gillan is great, and she's in Doctor Who. If only there was a place where we could talk about Doctor Who.
If only there was a place. Maybe one day we'll have a place.
Maybe
to talk
one
about
day.
It.
Who knows?
Who knows? We're gonna keep doing that.
Are you sick of that yet?
Yeah. I feel like we're teasing stuff way too early. No, yeah, but overall, I thought it was a good bit of fun.
It was a good Christmas time. It was a good festive time.
Yeah, basically. There's not much more to it, is there? Really, it's just a good Christmas little special.
Oh. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Does it feel like Kevin Bacon is maybe teeing up a single for Christmas?
No.
Felt a bit like Christmas.
Because I feel like that would already be out if that was the case.
Oh, yeah, end of November, I guess, yeah.
I'm going to say no on that one.
Maybe. I believe it still remains to be seen. The single's there. It's locked and loaded.
I mean, we could have a bet, but there'd be no point because you never pay up anyway.
It's true. I often make terrible bets that I can't win.
I've won so many bets against you.
You've only made two notable ones, I think.
I've yet to receive a penny.
What we bet about the Queen dying.
We bet about the Queen dying. We had a bet the other week, which I can't remember.
It was something about an actor being in something, and I bet I knew they were or something, and you said they weren't.
Yes. We also had that one about the Suicide Squad.
What was that?
I think it was where you said that Harley Quinn would die.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah, I think we had a 5 on that. To me, it was very, very obvious that Harley Quinn would not die. But you were like, no, I don't know.
I just thought it'd be an easy emotional
spoiler
pull.
alert. Spoiler alert. She did not die. And I am yet to see that £5.
It's true. That was a good few years ago now.
Yeah.
I apologise. Nathan, at the start of this, and if you're joining us or if you skipped halfway through, what I do at the start of every episode is I ask Nathan a question. It could be a hypothetical, could be a would you rather, whatever, relating to the episode somehow, in some way. And I asked Nathan, and he had a little clever idea that I would then follow it up with something. If he could describe a terrible festive thing to me, maybe not a festive holiday, but like a traditional UK thing that we do. If he could describe it as badly as he can, and I will try and guess what that is. So have you thought of anything? Have you got anything locked and loaded?
Maybe. I got like the start of something, so I guess we'll see where it goes.
Yep, sure.
A woodland creature steals the unborn children of a farmyard animal, coats them in chocolate, and then breaks into every house in the world, I guess.
Yeah.
And leaves the chocolate-coated unborn for the children to feast upon. And this is all in celebration of a guy who died thousands of years ago, but then he didn't die. But then maybe he did.
Maybe he's still among us as we speak.
There's an imposter among us.
Cue Vine sound effect. That is Easter, I believe.
Well done. That was Easter.
Nathan, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this is episode 99.
99 red balloons.
Or Luftballons if you're German. Yeah, so episode 99, we have been saying for a very, very long time that we wanted to do something special for the 100.
It's Mr. Sunday. He's coming on.
It is
He's
Mr.
joining
Sunday.
us.
And another surprise guest who has also been on.
Ben.
Who is Ben? Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Just
Ben's there too.
Just Ben? Oh.
Ben wasn't supposed to be there.
No.
But
Basically,
he just showed up.
we asked James to join us. James very, very graciously said, yes, absolutely. So he is coming on to talk about a movie that even IMDb Trivia lists as his favourite movie.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes.
So James is coming on. If you've ever heard James talk about Sunshine, according to him, this is the first place that he's ever been able to talk at length about why he loves it. So we have that exclusive for you, and Ben joins us for a good time. It's a real Mr. Sunday Movies collaboration.
Indeed. And I'm there too.
And Nathan, as he loves to say, is just there too.
Yeah. I got to hang out.
Yeah. So here is a clip.
time.
Here is a clip from that, and maybe I've got James saying hello or something. I'll put that in too.
Every now and then you'll see it pop up in a subreddit that's like, this movie's actually underrated, and then like 100 horrible nerds go, it's not actually underrated, it's actually very good, everybody knows it's good, it's classic sci-fi. And the person goes, okay, sorry. Anyway, that's me. I'm in there. Just being mean to people who haven't seen this movie.
Lovely stuff. That is our 100th episode next week. We've already recorded it, so I guess we're already at 100 episodes. Go us.
Well done, us.
Yay.
No. Remember, still technically we have 141.
Yes. I don't care. The podcast is at 100 episodes.
That's true.
And more with all the fucking shit we've lost.
Yeah, we've recorded so many more than 100.
Yeah. But hey, what a great celebration. And because we've already recorded it and we won't get to say it next week, here's to 100 more.
Yay. So if you enjoyed this, come back next week. Definitely, like we said, it's going to be a good one, and we hope you will enjoy it. That will be live Friday at 10 a.m, as do all of our other episodes go live at that time. You can give us a little follow. We are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we are on Twitter at Another Happy Pod. We're still not on Hive.
Not on Hive, no.
What happened to Hive? I feel like it had its 2 days in the sun.
I feel like it's dropped off now. I feel like maybe it's done.
Like, don't get me wrong, the internet can be harsh, but I feel like those changes took a little too long in internet terms to come.
I don't think anything will properly show up until like Twitter has fully
Yeah.
dropped off. If it ever will, who knows?
Don't get us wrong. Twitter is a bit of a hell site now, but it needs to get a lot more worse for people to leave it, because that is ingrained into public consciousness.
Maybe if Tim Apple removes it from the App Store,
That could be its death knell, yeah.
that could be its nail in the coffin. But then Elon will invent like his fucking Tesla phone or whatever.
Wasn't that a big thing with like Samsung phones where they blew up next to your fucking head or some shit?
Yeah, Samsung phones used to blow up, but hey,
Elon's like, we've seen phones that blow up, we're going to make it 10 times better. These phones are nuclear next to your head.
Apple has pulled all their advertising from Twitter. Does Tim Cook hate free speech in America? Does he hate giving me money to advertise on my website? That's free speech, isn't it?
Yeah. Does Tim Cook hate free speech by exercising free speech? How terrible of him.
What a dickhead.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck you, Elon Musk.
And Tim Cook, I'd imagine, as well. Fuck him too.
No, he's alright. He's a beautiful gay man.
Is he a beautiful gay man?
He is a beautiful gay man. Yeah.
I respect that you're gay, but you're still a billionaire. Fuck you. Fuck you, Tim Cook.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Oh, review us. Review us while you're there. I think Nathan's already
for
gone.
fuck's
Review
sake.
us.
Hey, James, why don't you tell them to review us?
Subscribe and leave a review, man. Fuck's wrong with you?
Thanks, James. All right, we'll see you next week.
Alright, cheers, bye.